Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. On the Solana chart, we have seen an initial reaction to the orange support area after the decline here. So that support area still is valid and relevant. However, if the blue scenario is playing out, which is short-term bearish, then the price should stay below $155.42. I cannot, unfortunately, confirm something more bullish at this stage. Would need to see at least a break above $155.42. Better, a break above the $162 level. Why is that level so important? Because this is here a set of previous swing highs that the price needs to break above. And at the same time, it is actually the invalidation point of the blue direct downside scenario. The blue count has problems, so I will not be surprised if this is morphing at all. Don't misunderstand this here as absolute predictions. All I'm telling you, we've got two roadmaps. They are both not very clear at this stage, so we might see further action. So whenever micro patterns aren't entirely clear, then we just might see further sideways action. That has been happening since April and March. Okay, because if the movements to the upside are corrective, as it was here, or as it's clearly visible here, you know, that rally from the 6th of September to the 30th of September is a clear three-wave move. So whenever the movements to the upside are corrective, whenever the movements to the downside are corrective, which they are as well, okay, so we've, for example, seen three waves down here from the 8th of August high to the 7th of or 6th of September low. So then it's just very difficult to, let's say, come up with very clear probabilities because the market hasn't really decided yet what it wants to do. Okay, so it's important to understand in these cases what the key levels are and when probabilities shift and where, for example, reward and risk are in a favorable, let's say, ratio. At the moment, the blue count allows for lower prices. Absolutely, there's even a bearish setup. Is it a very clear one? I would say no, but the resistance area is clear between $143.69 and $155.42. So as long as the market stays below $155.42, the blue count has a good chance. And I would be prepared for lower prices based on it. But any break above $155.42 would be a first indication that at least the blue count is morphing. Yeah, it will not rule out the blue count, but the microstructure will need to change. And I find that quite likely because this wave 2 here, as highlighted in blue, moved up a little bit too high to be clearly a wave 2. So it might just really be that this B wave is simply extending higher. Okay, and it's just these typical patterns where you just don't get the follow through. And in this case, we just have to be flexible. It's important to be flexible as long as we are in a range, you know, in a sideways range. That we're in a range is very easy to identify. As I said, we're moving in corrective structures, corrective to the downside, corrective to the upside. And if we zoom out a little bit, we can see that we're moving in this larger price channel, which is also just a massive correction. Okay, so there's just sideways movement going on. Nothing clearly bullish here, not yet at least. And I would need to see at least a break above that resistance area for something more bullish. But I would probably first track a more extended wave B. The yellow count has a chance, but it would be some kind of a, flat pattern which is now unfolding in yellow wave 2. I would just need more evidence for it, okay, for the yellow count. So overall, we're just in a range and there isn't really much exciting stuff going on. At the moment, what I'm tracking is here, this blue wave B to the upside, which might be unfolding, which might actually turn into a more clearly defined ABC structure, wave B, doesn't have to. So we could still stretch a little higher. The market has now arrived at the 38.2 retracement of the decline that started on the 29th of September. And this is going to be important to watch, throughout the weekend. We probably won't see much movement, but this is the standard resistance area to watch over the weekend and then possibly for a reaction. And if we start the decline, that would put Ethereum at risk of dropping in wave C of 3 towards probably sort of the $110 area next, which is the swing low, and then we'll take it from there. That's the update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.